What is one animal that you are really afraid of? If I were to see one in its natural habitat, probably a polar bear. You're dead. Nothing you can do about it. Try to put yourself into playful mode. Worked for those dogs. Or stab it with forklift. Depends on what you have at hand. What dogs? Moose. Moose are so big, powerful, and delicious. Guys, we found the hidden orca. Have you never eaten moose? It is legitimately really good. Definitely my favorite game to eat. Everyone loves some moose soup. Botflies. Those shuts lay eggs in your flesh and then they feed off of you. Actually, human botflies are too large and conspicuous to lay eggs on us without us killing them. To get around this, they'll lay eggs on a mosquito. Upon contact with human skin, the maggot will hatch and burrow into the mosquito bite. Also, if you don't like botflies, don't look up screwworms. Don't like botflies, but when you tell me not to look something up it's too late, because my curiosity gets the best of me. Okay, but you shouldn't look up elephantiasis, harlequinichthyosis, necrotizing fasciitis or schmear disease. Just don't. Funnier gangrene for the win. Ticks. Hate those bastards. My old boss has that red meat allergy. Ducked him up. He's pretty much vegetarian now. Oh, that poor soul. If I lost steak I couldn't carry on. I'm a scuba diver and am irrationally afraid of encountering orcas. I know they never attack humans in the wild, and they are gorgeous, but I also know they are smarter than me, and one whole orca might think it's funny to kill me. I have a serious phobia of orcas. Can't even watch any of those Planet Earth type shows out of fear there will be a scene with an orca ripping some poor seal to shreds. They are too smart and too stealth. Primates. They are so smart and so strong. I'm both fascinated and terrified by primates. I totally agree. They will bite you. I think I have been afraid of monkeys since I watched The Wizard of Oz. Cats used to wig me out. Seriously, I didn't want them near me or touching me. Then my kid said he wanted one. He was seriously depressed at the time, and I thought it would help if I got him one. We got two. An older rescue and a kitten rescue. Amazing. Cool that you did that. They worked magic. My kids are so much happier now. Cats are pretty great holes. My kitten farts in your general direction. Ekbatari. When I was younger I read a book about them. Apparently they are faster than the average human, and when they feel threatened, they use their sharp claws to attack you. And even so, the claws can rip your stomach with one claw. That really scarred me. I had dreams about that at night. Just lucky I don't live in Australia or I would freak out anytime I'd go outside. Fucking terrifying in real life. Don't tell me you've met one. I have. Took my fiancée to Zookeeper for a day in the Jacksonville FL Zoo Aviary. They have Ekbatari in its own separate enclosure, name's Brisbee, and we got to feed him. He absolutely loved bananas and would pick them out of his other food, and we slid some to him between the openings in his fence. Was really awesome, and basically a modern day dinosaur. They are dangerous, but they're also beautiful and fascinating, and like a lot of animals, have their own personalities. We put bananas up on tree branches and watched as he sniffed them out and did the most adorable jump to pluck them off. Seems interesting. I might actually check them out one day thanks to this comment. I'm not really scared of any apex predators. It's pretty easy to avoid putting yourself in a confrontation with them. I'm however paranoid about going on holiday to a place with weird parasites. There's something really unnerving about slowly being debilitated or killed by something you can barely see. My best friend is afraid of parasites to lol. Centipedes. Millipedes to those duckers with a lot of legs. Shivers me even though it's harmless. Orcas. The way those duckers move as a pack to target and kill their prey is terrifying. Fun fact. Most orcas are taught by their parents to stay the F out of the way of humans. We are the only thing that poses a threat to them. Bulls. There is a reason they are primarily kept in a field with no other animals, and the farmers try to avoid going in their field for the most part. Those things are 1 ton of muscle and testosterone. My dad grew up on a large farm, and somehow the bull got into a different field that his little brother was in, and it started to chase his brother. My dad grabbed a shovel as it was gaining ground on his brother and whacked that bull across the head with it. Broke the shovel in half, and the bull just stopped in its tracks and stared down my dad. He said the bull had 0 damage to its head and face. The shovel didn't even faze it. My dad thought he was going to die right there, but the bull just decided to turn around and leave. Any animal with a stinger. Scorpions. Spiders don't bother at me at all like most people. But if I saw a scorpion, I'm calling the White House and requesting an immediate napalm strike directly at my location. I'll take my chances trying to run away from the blast fast enough. Texan here. Catch about 1 per month in the house. They're just looking for a meal. They don't usually sting humans as they cannot eat us. Live in the TXL country. House not weather tight. We typically find 1 or 2 a week. We have 2 pair of bacon turners. One for bacon, the other to pull scorpions off the wall or ceiling. Also bought my wife a blacklight flashlight. They glow under UV lights, making them easy to spot in the dark. My so has lived on/off in TX throughout his life and loves it. So we talk about maybe eventually moving down there. My main problem is I'm very heat intolerant and fair skinned, and I know I'll be absolutely miserable. Now I also have scorpions to think about. TX is off my list. Thanks. Chickens are terrifying. He used to and still own a couple of chickens. My brothers and parents do everything for them. I'm terrified of them, and my dad loves them. He buys them all the time as chicks and raises them. We raised this rooster, and it was the meanest thing in the world. So mean we had to give it to someone else. Then they had to give it back to the owner, cause it was so mean. It would run up to you and attack you. He would try to peck your eyes out, and then you would run away, and it would chase after you. I'm literally terrified of them, and my brothers will put them on their heads and chase me with them, and I will literally start crying. It is so bad. I hate those bastards, and I have sworn to myself that no matter what I will not touch one, or take care of one ever. I came here to say this. They have beady eyes and there are malicious thoughts happening in that head. I was once chased by one of these hellish feather balls. It ran straight at me for no reason, with its oddly shaped head bobbing back and forth. It would have pecked me to death with its razor sharp beak if I hadn't done an adrenaline fueled mad dash. Stupid little duckers edit. I was having too many flashbacks to English correctly. Little velociraptors. Literally the closest relatives to dinosaurs. If they were large enough, they'd eat us with no hesitation. I have some, and generally they're derpy, but you can see predator mode activate when they see something they think they can eat. I can respect a fear of chickens. Especially roosters. Those dudes can be complete and utter holes. Crabs. I have no idea what it really is that freaks me out about them. What's weirder is that I'm fine with lobsters and spiders, but not crabs for some reason. They're always strafing. Dude, I came to the beach to relax, and you're acting all sketchy and pretending to put stuff in your mouth parts. I see that. There's nothing in your claw. This is so delicious. Bullshit. Knock it off. Gators. They're scary AF. I have been terrified of alligators since I saw the movie Alligator as a kid. I also won't go swimming by myself because I sincerely thought alligators in swimming pools was going to be a much bigger problem than it actually is. I mean, have you seen their death roll? Being Aussie, I'm okay with snakes and spiders and drop bears and kbatawaris, and crocs and blue ringed octopus and cone shells and irokanji jellyfish and box jellyfish and all that. But grubadthopers, they can duck right off. Grubadthopers, in the form of locusts, can cause a famine, which is way more deadly than anything any of those other dangerous creates can do. It's really stupid, but I'm afraid of fish. Well, not exactly, but still. I hate it. I don't like touching fish in any way unless they've been filleted, battered, and fried in oil. But like what kind of fish? Slimy, scaled with low/no slime, armored fish, scaleless fish, fish with microscales, Spinny, these are important questions and we need answers. So many different ways that fish can feel. Honestly, it's like describing hair. Like hair can be soft, wiry, wet, dry, oily, and even then you have different ways of configuring it on different mammals. Monkeys. Monkeys are no joke. They can and will eat you alive and rip your face off like it's a Kleenex. And they are ducking intelligent. These abominations can open doors and windows. You are never safe from them. If you close a door on a lion, he will not be able to do shut, but if you do that to a monkey, he will use his creepy disgusting hands to open the door, and then he will close it being him, and lock it, and eat the ducking key. Creepy disgusting hands, bro. I laughed so hard at that. Agreed though. Monkeys, especially chimps, are evil. Sharks. I love watching shows about them, but I would never actually go near one. As a surfer and someone who has worked at SeaWorld for years, sharks are significantly overexposed. They don't like the way humans taste, and even if you do somehow get bit, a lot of times they will bite and release. Yeah, but when they bite you with like 50 serrated teeth. Humans. This is the correct answer. All other animals can be predicted. There's no way to tell what a human will do. Probably something incredibly selfish with devastating consequences. Mosquitoes, tiny yet they've killed billions throughout history. They actually kill the most humans per year than any other animal. Bears. They run faster than any human. And when they attack you and want to actually kill you, they take their time, which is a slow, painful death. There's no rush, because you're not going anywhere. You're not out running 1200 pounds of muscle moving at 30 miles per hour. You're not out climbing an animal that can basically sprint up a tree. Once wipe and you're maimed or hamstringed. Once you're on the ground, they can just put their paw on your chest and eat your warm guts like a bowl of alphagetti. If you come across one, all you can do is hope they are not very hungry or feeling threatened. Snakes and spiders are a no-go for me. I'm cool with snakes. You can see where they're at and where they're going, and it's generally pretty easy to identify a dangerous one. And if you have to kill it, water moccasin in a yard where kids play or something, they're big enough you can take them out with a shovel or a shotgun, or whatever implement you see fit, and your local laws allow spiders are relatively small, so they hide wherever. And when you can see them, they light speed sprint into some inaccessible crevice right before you kill them, just to make sure you can't sleep. And with few exceptions, I can't tell the difference between the harmless ones and the ones that will kill me. I had to kill a 4-foot cottonmouth a couple of weeks ago. It was coiled up in the gutter in front of my house hissing at butting joggers and dogs. It even struck at me, but couldn't get a good grip on the asphalt to get any distance. I dispatched it with a shovel. Afterward, I felt bad about the complete asymmetry of the interaction. I'm sure he was scared AF and just wanted to go home to his nice hole. But I couldn't help him without putting myself in danger. RIP. Lol, hissing at butting joggers and dogs. Sounds like the Clint Eastwood from Gran Torino version of a snake. Any bug. Chupacabra. Chupacabra has nothing on his bigger, badder cousin, the chalupa thingy. Man, bear, pig. So cereal. I love you guys. Snakes. Terrified. Have nightmares. No land animal should be that stealth or that fast yet have no legs. I'm so terrified of them that I can't even look at a pig without having some anxiety. Moose. Hi, I'm from Sweden and I see them on the regular. Ikbatawa is basically a modern day T-Rex. More like Deinonychus. Raccoons due to the threat of rabies. Hippos because they are large and dangerous. Komodo dragons. I hate them. Same here. I'm sure they are evil killers lol. While I'm not scared of them as such, I think the animal that gets the least fear/respect relative to what it deserves is the horse. Yep. Because most of them are domesticated, 99% of people will never see a wild horse. They are large, powerful, and unpredictable. A wild horse is not something you want to be close to. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you want more videos, don't forget to like and subscribe. You are helping me a lot. Thanks again.